A man found a seashell in the desert. He brought the shell close to his nose and took a sniff. A strong oceanic scent hit his brain. This meant there had to be water somewhere ahead. After enduring 3 days of thirst, the man finally saw hope. He immediately held the shell up to his horse's nose. Perhaps the horse's sense of smell was sharper. When the parched animal caught the scent, it suddenly burst with energy and began heading toward the water source. But the desert stretched endlessly, with the scorching sun beating down on the earth. Before the horse could reach its destination, it collapsed from exhaustion. No matter how hard the men tried to drag it, the horse couldn't get up. Listening to the horse's labored breathing, the men finally grasped the severity of the situation. Without transportation, escaping this vast desert was nothing but a pipe dream. He knew just a little water could revive the horse, but he was powerless to help. Unwilling to let his companion of many years suffer, the man raised his pistol and pulled the trigger. To survive, he had no choice but to continue searching for the source of life alone. As daylight approached, the sun grew more brutal, and he had barely walked any distance before nearing collapse. But he didn't panic. Instead, his face lit up with joy because he saw hope. He ran forward excitedly, then paused briefly, worried it might be a mirage. But when he spotted real animal tracks not far away, he could no longer contain his excitement. So heaven hasn't abandoned me after all. However, when he got closer, hope instantly turned to despair. He fired a shot into the sky in frustration. What lay before him was nothing but barren land. The supposed pond was just a mirage created by light refraction. In that moment, the man was utterly heartbroken. Just then, a piercing light flashed in the distance. He forced himself to walk toward the light source and was amazed to discover a massive tent. Though overjoyed, he remained cautious, drawing the knife from his waist as he slowly approached. Lifting the tent flap, he saw a water pouch hanging from a pole, filled with water. He lunged forward desperately, eager to bite open the water pouch, only to find the thick outer layer impossible to tear with his teeth. Thirst had nearly destroyed his sanity, and as he moved frantically, the tent began to sway. He quickly pulled a dagger from his belt and stabbed a large hole in the water pouch, immediately pressing his mouth to it. The moment the water touched his lips, he felt as if he'd been given divine strength. He tried to pull the water pouch down from the pole but used too much force and fell backward. At that moment, a figure appeared before him. She was the tent's owner. The man tried to explain his actions, but in his panic, he accidentally pulled off her veil.